Yo, so many pairs of hands in the air look like we holding up the sky. Yo, that's what the sky's falling. But no, it's not the sky's falling. We as a culture is falling, dropping like flies, no metaphor intended. Police in the street shooting down intentionally, no mystery. Because you see the light in your skin, the darker your skin, the more likely you too can become a target. It's that simple. Because you see, the system got to eat and they starve. They starve for our melody, just like a simple bottle of water for those in Flint, Michigan, and now Mississippi. My prayers go out to them. You see, the black man, original man, founders of civilization, we create the power in every nation. So when they kill us, it creates dehydration and documentation amongst the next generation. Energy, 11 elements inducement of earth is a lecture the way they crucify us through our own music. But you see, we the ones that let them do it. I'm looking around like, man, where they do that at? Where they do that at? Only in America. Only in America, my Don King voice. It's crazy how we went from representing royalty to jealousy for one another. But
the world has a weapon, a gun, a bomb, some type of weapon of mass destruction. Well, we have a sword, which is the word of God, which is more powerful than any weapon of mass destruction. So that's what War Cry is all about. It tells you who we are and whose we are.
I love it.
Yeah.
Man, you better support Tony. You know why? Because I said it. The Chicago Bridge Magazine. Because he said it. Because he said it. So what was that experience like, man, when you got out, you put the book together, I'm talking about this book right here, I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
This is the one you signed for me, man, So I sure
What
appreciate it.
what did I sign at? 10, 12, 15? Woo, that's a long time ago. That book is a classic.
Yeah.
You might have had one of the original books.
This Tuesday featuring a true business mogul.
Peace and blessings. Hey, I definitely want to welcome you all back for another great episode. You know my name, celebrity interviewer. I said it, and this the show, and this where I bring you the best interviews from people that is across the entertainment world, business, and people that's building in the community around the world. And this gentleman that I have to my right, maybe to my left, whatever side of the world you may be watching us from today, this is what I need you to do. I need you to share this video immediately because in the building today, we have an award-winning celebrity guest. We have CEO of JD3 TV, ambassador with Total Life Changes, and the founder of Inspired to Speak, a true business mogul, is in the building today. I'm talking about the one and only Mr. Baron, Dr. Baron James Dentley. Welcome to the show, sir, and salute and thank you for your time today.
I salute you right back, Michael, man. I'm honored to be here. Congratulations on your show and all the great work you're doing.
No, definitely. Always an honor, man. I always like to just ask my guests to start off, how was your day so far today?
Man, every day is a great day. Some days are just better, brother. This is a better one. I'm excited. Just got back in from California from a movie premiere while my wife was one of the had a leading role there. It was very exciting for that premiere and that she got a chance to be in the spotlight. So I'm really excited, man. And glad to be back home in Chicago.
No, that's really awesome. That's really awesome. And congratulations to your wife on that role.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, I like to always, ask because, on the outside when people's viewing others that are, successful, they see the success, they see, the glitz, the glamour, but they don't know what it took to get there. They don't know the stairs you had to take to go up. They don't know the sacrifice you had to make. They don't know about them sleepless nights. They don't know about, you know what I mean, the blood, the sweat, and the tears that you had to go through to be and to present yourself in the professional way that you do, and just all that you do. You know what I'm saying? So let's start from the beginning, if you don't mind, sir. You know what I mean? First, I want to just ask, where are you originally from for those that don't know?
I'm from Chicago, Illinois, man. 6910
Okay.
Michigan, and then 6910 Union in Inglewood. So that's where it all started for me. And
Okay.
here I am today, still city boy,
Yes, sir. I
suburban.
love it, man. Hey, always a pleasure, definitely, to have someone, representing Chi-Town, Chicago, aka in the building today, man. You know what I mean? Now, as an upbringing, there in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? That's a rough side of town and can be. It kind of still is today, you know what I mean? Shout out to all my peoples in Inglewood. But with that being said, what was some of your aspirations as a young man? You know what I mean? Did you always want to be kind of like in the spotlight, or where do you feel like that came from, and was there any influence directly in your home?
Yeah. I'll say it all begins with my mother. You know, um, she raised myself and three sisters. I'm the second oldest. She worked in a grocery store raising four kids. And one thing that she instilled in all of us is that just the love and the commitment we have to each other as a family. And that has never, ever left us. And she created that. And also, I always had a work ethic because when I was a kid, Michael, if you asked me what I wanted to be, it was simple. I wanted to be rich. And I didn't know what that meant. It's just that if I wanted something extra, I had to go work for it from a very, very early age. So I had the work ethic. I found ways to create money, to create ways to earn money, and to be able to get the things I want. Has it always been easy? No. Has it been challenges? Oh, yeah. But it's been absolutely phenomenal. And now we sit doing some incredible things globally.
Yeah, well, definitely, man. Congratulations on again everything that you are doing. Definitely a great inspiration and example of of a black man, in this country and just in America, and just believing and proving that you can do anything if you really put the mind and your foot in your hands to it. You know what I mean? So I
Absolutely.
appreciate that, as leading the way.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no, thank you, sir. And growing up in school, you know what I mean. What school did you go to? What was your high school? There's a lot of great high schools, famous high schools.
Yeah, I went to CBS, man. I was in aviation power plant. We actually had jet planes and helicopters at the school,
Hmm.
so we actually worked on those things and didn't know what I wanted to do. I had a full-time job all through my junior and senior year, from 6 p.m. at night, getting home at 3:30 in the morning, back at school at 8:30. So if you look at my
Wow.
report cards, man, I thought I had a B once. I've never got any A's. I thought I had a B once, but it was really two D's real close together, man. I just got through it. I was smart, but I was tired, and I just wanted to get out and make money.
Right.
Hmm.
No, I like that. I like that, man. So what brought you to the aviation? What was your interest in that?
It wasn't an interest. It was the last class available for me to take because I
Oh.
waited too long. So I just kind of fell into it. It was a vocational school, so we fixed a lot of things. And then we had electronic classes and things like that. So they put you in a variety of situations until you could pick what your major was. The reason I chose aviation because we actually had an airplane hangar outside of the school, and it was
Oh,
gigantic. And we had cargo planes and jet planes, and all people would come there and build airplanes there in the summertime. So it got. I never felt like I was really in school because we were on the other side of the grounds, and it wasn't connected to the school. So it was pretty cool for me just to get out and not have to spend all that time in the hallways. And it was so big you could find a lot of places to go to sleep.
I heard that. I heard that.
Yeah.
Now, subliminally, do you believe that being in aviation did anything for you to help you to think big, or that the sky is, I don't like to say the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? I just say, the sky's the beginning,
Yeah.
because there is no limit. That's just how I look at it.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like subliminally, do you think that did something for you, just thinking like that and working with, like planes and things in that type of field?
You know what? Actually, no. You know what happened was I had a job, full time job, 40 hours a week in a restaurant and fast food restaurant. And like I mentioned, I would go to work at start at 6 in the evening, get home at 3:30 in the morning, be back at school at 8:30. And
Mm-hmm.
I had a good memory and a good mind, so I memorized all the manuals that they had because it kept me from being bored. So I memorized everything. I always wanted to be the best. It was fun for us to compete and just be the best because it made the job really easy. And when I got out of high school, they made me the youngest general manager of
Mm.
that chain nationwide. Then I was the youngest district manager, youngest regional manager, one of the top 10 in the country. And I thought I
Wow.
was rich, but it's easy to feel like you're rich when you were living with your mama.
I know, right?
Yeah,
So you got the real bills.
I always knew I was at a check. That's right. Hmm.
Nah, I love it, man. I love it. You know what I mean? Moving on from there, because I just like to do the build up and I appreciate your
Yeah.
cooperation. You know what I
No.
mean? Because I really just like to dig inside the psyche of people to figure
Yeah.
out like how did they get here in life, and
Mhm.
then a lot of my audience that's watching them may see this in the future. They're curious as well. So with that being said, you know what I mean? Where did you go from there after high
Yeah.
school? And what did you have aspirations of going to college despite like you say, you just want to get to the money.
Never. I have an honorary doctorate degree. Never had an interest in college. When I got out of high school, I was 18 and I had a job that everybody else was 35 or older that had. So I
Oh,
had no aspirations, and then to become a district manager and regional manager and run several restaurants. And then I left Chicago and moved to Texas, and I got with
mm,
a steak and lobster restaurant called Steak and Ale. They were like Outbacks, but a lot bigger. And we used to own
okay.
an old chain called Bennigan's too. And I had 150 employees. I lived in Dallas and Houston, then Midland, Odessa, and Abilene, and I had 150 employees, and none of them looked like me. So I had to make it
Oh,
work. So I learned very easily, man. I'll tell you where my training came from. In the restaurant industry, it's a lot of hours, it's a lot of work. So the work ethic was there. The work ethic was key because I had 80-hour work weeks. I also was smart, so I found ways to make my job easier and to become more efficient. So a, a, a I always had a joy in being the best and competing with myself. I always wanted to know more and learn more than another person and take it to another level so it wouldn't get boring. So when I was running a steak and lobster restaurant, I'm running these multi-million dollar restaurants through Abilene and Midland, Odessa, and Houston and Dallas. And then I left there to come back home because I said, if I can run a multi-million dollar restaurant, I can go into business for myself. What I
mm,
didn't realize is that there's a big difference between being an owner and a manager. And because you do something well, that doesn't mean that's the lane you should always be in. But the principles that you learn about profit and loss statements, about developing people, about communication, those things are really key. So for me, that was the beginning. And then I came back to become an entrepreneur. And I failed. I had successes, but I wasn't happy. And the amount of hours you had to put into it, the life savings you had to pay into it, it was just a lot of burnout, but I kept trying and kept trying and kept trying and kept trying because I knew if I kept going, something would work.
okay. And while you were trying and doing these things, were you still at your job as a district manager?
No, no, no. I left the job. I left the job and moved back to Chicago, and
Okay.
went right in. I bought nightclubs and restaurants, import export businesses, beauty salons, you name it. I was trying real estate, contracting. I was
Yeah.
doing it all, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
can own
nice.
the business, but sometimes the business owns you, and that's really the
Right.
trap. See, people want to become an entrepreneur, but there's a commitment that has to go into it, and you have to be willing to do what is hard to have an easy life. And most people would rather do what is easy and feel like it's hard, and then they have a hard life. What does that
Mm,
mean? 97% of all people retire depending on family, friends, and the federal government. 96 people in America retire with a net financial worth of $400 to $600. Now, a lot of people say, well, I have more money than that, or my parents do. But here's the challenge: if you're a homeowner and you still have a mortgage and you owe $250,000 on the house, and you've got $50,000 in the bank, well, you don't own that house, so you're really $200,000 in the hole as far as a net worth. And most people don't have it, and that's why when something happens, we find ourselves in very challenging situations, or we cannot help our family members, or we can't get the kids through college, or we can't help our parents and grandparents as they get older, or we have a challenge with getting the best of healthcare because we're not prepared, because no one ever teaches that. So there's principles and things you can do to offset that. And I've spent my life helping about 90 plus people go from nothing to 1 million to $30 million.
How many people?
But over at least 90.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
It's
awesome.
pretty cool. Yeah, I don't take credit for them. They did the work. I just taught them what I was taught, because there's principles, just like baking a cake. If you understand how to bake a cake, a person can look at a cake, they can like cake, they can eat cake, but that doesn't mean they know how to bake a cake. And everybody and all bakers are not equal. So, but once you learn
Yeah.
how to bake a cake, it doesn't matter the kitchen. You know how to bake it. So the same thing, if you want to create success in your life financially, and have freedom, there's a recipe for it. Most people won't follow the recipe or have no interest in learning it, because we're just so tied up and preoccupied with the challenges, with bills, with I'm going to do it when this happens, or I can't do it, or they're not supported or empowered and don't know how to break through from that conditioning. So that's one of the main challenges that we kind of run into.
Okay, well said. With that being said, how did you, because I've learned, during my journey that you have to eliminate those words, but or if. So
Yeah.
how did you help to eliminate and change your vocabulary when it came to just more positive thinking and to help manifest, your, what you're doing today?
Yeah. I've always been a positive person. I've always had a sense of humor. I love life. I believe when things go wrong, I don't have to go wrong with it. And
Mm,
sometimes I have gone wrong with it. So I've always had a positive attitude, but I had to learn certain things that I didn't know. And I was one of those people that when I was a kid, I loved to read, but when I got older, I had no time for it. I actually was a disco king. I lived Saturday Night Live. I danced in the clubs for a living. I danced on Midnight Special. I danced on Soul Train. And, so I lived that life
mm,
and got past it really quickly. But then, I learned from some very successful people that all leaders were readers. That if I
mm,
would read books and other people weren't, and none of my friends were reading, so I decided to give it a shot, because the gentleman who taught me that was extremely successful, and he said, "You have to first of all read. Are you willing to learn what is necessary for you to better do what is required to better have what is desired?"
mm. Okay, okay. I like that. I like that.
Hmm.
Now, what helped, saying how fundamental do you believe that, because I know that's the saying, quote unquote, reading is fundamental. And
Yeah.
obviously that was a beginning of your, and I know you're also a best-selling author, so this is
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't know.
Mhm.
But just when it comes to reading, do you think that is completely necessary if you want to make it? Do you have to read?
You have to read, and you can use audio books, but you also have to have actual books. You have to highlight them, because you want to activate different senses. And for me, man, when I started, man, reading would give me a headache. Reading would make me sleepy. I didn't have time to read. But if I wanted my life to get better, I had to. Albert Einstein said that if you want to elevate your life to another level than where you are now, you must elevate your level of thinking, because you can't get another life thinking the same way. They all kind of go together. So you have to get mentorship. And a lot of people are confused, because they'll call me and they say, "Well, James, can you mentor me?" Well, what does that mean? Does that mean I stop everything and lose everything because I'm not doing what got me to become successful, to stop and hold somebody's hand? You get mentors by showing up. Because, Michael, 80% of success comes in showing up. And we do these limitless events all over the country. We have virtual events. We have one this weekend. And if people come to the events, they'll get the information between the books by listening to people who are accomplished, who are subject matter experts. And if you kick in, Google, everything you need to know is there. You just got to learn how to. It's like when you bake a cake, you have to put the ingredients in a certain order. If you put certain things in too soon, you're going to have a lumpy cake. It's not going to break down, because before you got that flour and that milk in there, you put that butter in there, and now it's kind of hard to whip it, and it's in a dry flour. So you have to learn how to
Mm,
put things in order. And the best way to do that is to learn from people who are doing it, who are living it. So find somebody who has what you want, find out what they do what they do, and get what they get. And then you'll make the money to do the things you need to do. And then when you make money, invest back in yourself. Fine. You want the great cars and all that stuff. I've got all that. I got a beautiful $400,000 Rolls Royce. Great. But I didn't go get that first. I invested in myself and I taught my money how to make money, how to have babies. And then I was able to go ahead and have a life. But the same token, you don't want to kill yourself earning money. You don't want to lose your family earning money. You want to learn how money really, really works and that you can create it if you use the most powerful thing that everybody has, and that's their imagination. And if you operate with integrity and you're willing to pay the price and be coachable and teachable, then it's not that hard. In time, you'll get whatever you want.
Okay. Okay. Taking note, of course. Definitely taking mental note, you know what I mean? And then I'll go back and double back and look at this interview later and
Mhm.
really take note. But with that being said, because you did mention the limitless experience,
Mhm.
women, can we speak about that real quick? And you don't mind if I jump around a little bit, you know what I
No,
mean? Hopefully.
man, you
But
stay
yeah,
like you hit the ball. My job is to track it down and hit it back. That's all I just go. Yeah,
let me
the
pick.
limitless,
Let me
the
pick.
limitless experience is this Friday and Saturday, 5 p.m. Chicago time to 9 on Friday, and then 10 to 4. I actually have been training speakers and thought leaders for almost 30 years. And when I teach someone how to become a speaker, I provide stages for them to speak on. And I surround them with experts, people who have earned millions of dollars and helped other people do the same. So they can share their stories, share their gifts, because you learn from everyone. And then we have the Limitless Experience Live, which is up now, that's going to be in Houston in February. We'll have one in Chicago in March, then Charlotte, then Atlanta, then the DMV, then Los Angeles. And then we're going to have 8 cities that we're going to have 2 or 3 limitless this year for people to plug in. And then if you look at JD3 TV, it's really about edutainment. We got movies and TV shows, and it's different than every other platform in the world, but we have a master class that gives you the success education that you need. So when a person views this weekend, they actually go to jd3tv.com, and that's how they're going to be able to go in there, get a free account, and then they'll be able to view the Limitless event if they, sign up for it by going to alwayslimitless.com, alwayslimitless.com. They can get in there and get a ticket. It's only $37 for 2 full days. Learn. And here's the cool thing. If someone comes to one of my virtual events, then I'm going to give them the virtual event, and then I'm going to give them the second event. They come back is free for the next virtual event. So it's something they can't beat because we're about building community. Because see, your success and all of those people who are listening right now, your success is someone else's miracle. See, anybody can make money, but everybody can make a difference. And you can make a difference by what you do with your life, how you turn whatever situation you're in right now into a success story that you can bless someone else, not just with resources, but with your example. Because when people around you see that it's doable, then they feel like they can do it as well if they're willing to step outside of that their comfort zone and go after their dreams and goals and not be saddled by the doubts and fears and, like you said, the negative words that hold us back.
Mm, okay. I love the initiative and everything that you're doing. Especially the price is great too. You said 37
Yeah,
99.
$37 for the event, and then they'll get a second event free. And that's you
Right.
can't get that anyplace else. That event normally is $97 to $500 for virtual. And then they
Right.
have our live events are like $97. But for 2 or 3 days of training, where are you going to get that at? That can teach you how to get on the other side of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because
Because
most people, everybody wants to be successful, but 4 words, they don't know how, and they don't have
mm,
access. And if you don't know how, you have to deal with what's in front of you. And what's in front of you are your bills, the challenges, the car you got to get fixed, the house you got to do some work on, the job you got to go to, and you might love it, but you don't love it enough to go for free. So all these
I
things are
know.
always in front of you. It's always something else. And one thing can happen and it can turn your life upside down. But if you're willing to use your imagination and just understand that you are born to be great, just trained to be average, just trained to just do what we do, and don't be afraid of making money, because money is neither good nor bad. It's just a vehicle. It's just energy. But in that energy, you can bless somebody else, man. I served 8 or 9 nonprofits. At one point, I used to live in my car in Atlanta, Georgia.
What?
So how did I go from living in a car to building several multi-million-dollar businesses? It's doable.
Right. Okay. So earlier I mentioned the word manifestation, and
Hmm.
saying that's really dear to me. That's part of the,
Yeah.
what helped me to create the title and the that I go by. I said it. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But now, what is some techniques that you have done that, whether they're typical or modern techniques, or
Hmm.
just something unique that you created to help you to manifest, all that we're speaking about today?
Yeah. Above all things, first seek understanding. Everything in life happens 2 times. It's the thought and then the thing, the mental, then the physical, the inner, and then the outer. If a person would look around the room that you're in right now, wherever you are, if you're listening or you're watching this, everything you see once upon a time did not exist. You didn't have walls, didn't have lights, didn't have mirrors or paintings and different things in your house, didn't have shoes. But everything
Right.
needed to create it was already here. So here's the deal. 80% of our life is driven by our subconscious mind. We operate on habit. We operate on rituals, what we learn as children, and it really starts inside the mother's womb in the third trimester because the energy is so real. Energy is everything, and energy is so real. You can go around somebody and you can say, "Hey, is everything all right, Michael?" And you say, "Yes, fine." I say, "No, Mike, something's up." And I'll know something's up. Or somebody, it could be the opposite, where you can have something that's really exciting and you try to hold it in and people will read that. Or you can be in the mall and feel somebody staring at you. Or think about somebody and they
Right.
call you. Energy is real. But we operate on habit. We get up, we brush our teeth. We don't do it deliberately. We don't think about each tooth and then we getting it sparkly clean. We just brush them. We get in these rituals, we just do stuff, right? Over and over and over. Have you ever been off of work and you got in your car to go someplace else, but start driving towards the job? See, that's what happens
Right.
coming. 80%. 15% of it is conscious. 15% is we're in control. Okay. We're in control. We drive, we got to stop at the light. We're in control. But the 5% is the magic, and that's your imagination. Because everything that is came from the void. Once upon a time, it was not. And that's biblical. So if a person has any type of spiritual foundation, no matter what religion it is, it starts with basic principles that it started from nothing. You didn't create yourself.
Right.
So it had to be something else here, right? So therefore, you got to believe that there's more for you. Number one. And you got to believe it until you start taking action towards it because your thoughts will impact your words. And then you start saying the things like little engine that could when you're a little kid. I think I can. I think I
Right.
can. A football player comes in there, you have to decree a thing. The Bible says, "Thou shalt decree a thing. It shall then be established unto you. It will accomplish that there has been sent." Now I'm gonna get deep real quick. If you say you want something, everybody here wants a better life. They want their life to be better. Yes, yes, everybody does. Okay. But then in your spirit, if you're saying subconsciously or saying to yourself, you can't do it, or I don't know how, it's too hard, what you're saying is that you don't want what you're saying you want. So you're in conflict with yourself. In the Bible, Paul said, "The things that I want are not what I do. I do the things in which I hate." So we're walking contradictions because we want to be wealthy, but we focus on our bills. And whatever you focus on is what you're going to manifest more of. You're always going to get more bills. You want to get rid of the bills, you focus on the solution. And you can
Mm.
start. And I was sleeping in a car, and I knew without a shadow of doubt what was going to happen in my life because I learned that you can tell the future if you're willing to write it. Michelangelo said, "I dreamed of my painting, and then I painted my dream." So what are you
Mm.
dreaming about? What are you focusing on? What's wrong? You focusing on somebody that doesn't love you or like you, or you're not happy here. Happiness is something you can control because if someone else can do something, Michael, and it can take away your happiness or joy or hit an emotional chord in you, that means you are out of directed. I'm not out of directed. I had to learn to become inner directed. I choose to be happy. You can't take that. Now you don't have to. I'm always not happy with you. I could love you across the street, but I don't allow you to dictate my feelings and emotions because I get to control that because those are in me.
Mm.
I can't control what's. I can't control you, can I?
No.
So what can I control? Me. So separate all these emotions, how you feel, to what you know to be true, and the world to be a better place. Because when things go wrong, you don't have to go with that. You just look at it and say, "Wow, I wonder why they did that." It doesn't matter. If somebody doesn't love you today, somebody else will love you tomorrow. Just hang in there. Make yourself better, and better shows up.
That's right. Prepare for the better.
Yeah, but in emotional, if you look at it from a cellular level, all right, you have trillions of cells in your body. Each cell has to communicate. Everything that works in life has to be in agreement with each other. If you have a cell in your body that's going to keep your heart beating and it has other cells that it doesn't want to obey it, you're going to have some heart problems. Okay? They have to communicate. They can take one cell out of your body and make another you with one cell. So your cells have to be in agreement because they keep you alive when you're asleep. They keep you breathing when you're not thinking about it. They operate. You have to be in agreement. But when you're speaking to those cells and with self-doubt, you're in conflict with what you're born to do because your cells have only one job, and that is to live, to thrive. It's his only function of existence. You have to snatch life from it because it is always going to beat without your participation. You can be brain dead; it's still going to keep you alive as long as it can. Okay, but if you're speaking things that are negative and that are taking power away from you, if you're complaining about what's wrong all the time, then you're manifesting that not just in the universe but in your body. We have a movie that my wife was in called Beyond Physical Matter. My wife's a double scientist and a physicist. She's a smart one in the family. And that was the movie. And we had all these great thought leaders from around the globe were part of the documentary. It's going to be on jd3tv.com in the next 2 days. I suggest everyone you got to pay for the movie to watch it there, that one movie. But everybody needs to watch that movie because it's a game changer when you understand certain principles. Do you know that we are 72% water? When you're born, you're 90% water, right? When you're born, you got a mom and dad, you got an egg, and you got a sperm. It's water. It's soluble, 90%. There's no teeth in there, no eyeballs, no bones. So out of that little drips of water came together to make you, just like an acorn makes an oak tree. When it is proven that when you speak to water a certain way or put different frequencies towards water, like music, you crystallize the water. That's why you hear music and it drives your emotion. It can drive your emotion because everything in the universe is always going to be talking. But what are you listening to? Okay. So now, when you're understanding that, that means when you're speaking to a child negatively and harshly, just like may have happened to you, that affected you because you affected it from a deeper side. It's just not what you think is here. Feelings are fleeting. And people say, well, I feel like my heart is broke. Yeah, but if your heart was broke, you'd be dead. But you feel it in the body because you took a thought and you made that thought manifested into your nervous system, and that created your reality. That means if you think about it, there's no such thing as fear. You're just having a reaction to something you're uncomfortable with that's outside of your zone, and you're just having a reaction to it. Your body's reacting to something that's foreign to it. But it doesn't really exist. Because let me prove it. Everybody you know, all of us were born, right?
Yes.
And all of us are going to die, right?
Yes, sir.
So why are you afraid of something that's going to happen anyway?
Yeah, it's inevitable.
It's
evolution. It's evolution.
You're afraid of food.
Right.
Now, so how do you get caught up in stuff that has nothing to do with you? It's about how you're going to live today. And if you choose that path, you'll find it. If I can find it with look, man, I am a baron of the Royal Order. I'm the only African-American baron in the world for this order. It started at 312 AD. I'm the first black person. There's only 2 in the United States. The other gentleman I helped get there that run this Royal Order. I'm getting a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award on March 2nd. I've got all type of legacy awards from all these organizations. With a D average in high school, I spent 28 days in rehab. So don't go tell me about how woe is me. Everybody's been through something. I've been divorced before. I'm happy every freaking day. You can choose it. And I'm just here to tell you guys, I don't want to monopolize your interview, but if I can do it, you can do it. I'm not better than anybody else, but I make myself better, and I keep trying to get better and better because I'm perfect inside of imperfection. So just keep going.
What you everything that you're saying is more than meaningful, more than needed, and more than appreciated. It's definitely not taken for granted. Everything you're saying and the energy that you putting behind, these thoughts that you are delivering today, man. I appreciate you, man. Abundantly.
Thank you.
With that being said, you spoke about, your beautiful and talented and super intelligent wife. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? If I may, show her, and then I want to get into, the documentary that she's a part of too.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
where is that beautiful, great picture of you all? Hold on. Here's one picture.
Hmm. Yeah, I've been knowing her for 24 years, maybe 25 now. Yeah, and been the same person and smart, beautiful inside and out. But if you want things better in your life, then you just get better and better shows up. But you have to have a partner because again, everything that will work works when it's in agreement. You got to be in agreement. This is it from the documentary from the red carpet over the weekend in California.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Nice.
And she got a chance. She was a star, and then she took the whole movie away. And it's really cool because I've been in a documentary, and I have my own life story as a documentary that's out. It was at the Imagine Theaters. It's also on JD3 TV. So it's really cool to watch her shine and be in the spotlight because she's brilliant and the world knows it. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Absolutely. And here is actually the cover of the documentary that you were speaking
Hmm.
about.
Yeah.
On one of them,
Hmm.
Beyond Physical Matter. It sounds
Yes.
powerful.
Mm. Oh, man, if you ever heard of The Secret, this is the best documentary I've ever seen in my life. It's going to be global.
Okay.
It's going to be big.
I look forward to watch that
Hmm.
along with doubling back and going to see your documentary.
There you go.
What's what's the name of your documentary, if I may ask?
My life story is called Time to Win, and that's in jd3tv.com under the movie section and under documentaries. And I was also in one last year by the same team that created this called Beyond Limitations.
Hmm.
Hmm. But I'm a
Yeah,
fan
man,
of
this is
I'm a fan of people telling their story, and that's really the key of people telling their story. And because everybody has a story and a life worth living is worth recording. So the cool thing about the way we live today is that you can take the average story from almost anybody and find some things in it where you're going to find gems that impact somebody else's life. Because everybody, when they go through stuff, they think they're by themselves. You're not the first one.
right.
Yeah, just kind of come out of it.
Mm.
Mhm.
No, man, I love it, man. I love it, and just the reminder of everything that you're saying. Like I say, some things can't be repeated enough. Just to get through, because we hard headed as people, as a community, as a culture, as I'm saying, just in general, like in America, because we're so spoiled with some of the things that they present to us through media and just advertising and stuff. Um, so people and persons of yourself, which is only one of a kind, let that be known. Just the one and only Dr. Baron James Dentley. You know what I'm saying? Just for you to remind us today, and everything that you're saying is greatly needed.
Mhm.
Now, let's talk about your network and how did you why did you want to come up with your own TV network?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I've been speaking, training, and coaching for just under 30 years now. And during COVID, I'm a fan, first of all, of residual income. A lot of people got hurt financially during COVID because the world stopped. And if you were a speaker and that was your living, you had no place to speak. So everybody wanted to go virtual. They didn't know how. They couldn't create the same impact. So I had some friends that were in my life that both passed away in during the year COVID. One in February 2020, one in July. Great friends, great men, and they always encouraged me that there was more. It's always encouraged me to go bigger. So I decided to start the streaming platform to give speakers a place to speak and teach them and to help them how to create their own shows. Now, I never done it before, but I knew that I did not want to create a Netflix because Netflix was already there. Hulu's already there. Can't get in there. Don't want to compete with that. So how can we create something that doesn't exist that brings value to everybody? And that's how JD3TV.com was born. And now we stream through Apple, Android, JD3TV.com, Roku. Next month, we're launching to Android TV, and after that, Amazon TV as well. And with JD3 TV, we have real stories from real people, one reel at a time. We create documentaries and interview people on different things that they do. Some people are doing shows on YouTube and they're doing shows on Facebook. Fantastic. Got a lot of views, right? But the problem is they can't make money because the
Right.
money is in the data. If you have content and people following you, you have to find strategic ways to move them from one platform that has a billion people and bring a small percentage of them to you where you can nurture them, create a greater impact for them and create a pathway so people can create more success. So we're building something right now that all of my content creators can own a piece of it and make money with the TV network that they're never going to get someplace else. They can build their celebrity brand. We have a full team that coaches them and trains them and supports them. And they can do everything they need to do. We have a social media section there. We have a pay-per-view section there. We have the live stream events are streamed there as well. And every content creator has their own channel. So they have more control and they have, like I said, their data. They can sell promotional items, their books, t-shirts, hats, whatever they want to do right there inside of their network. And everybody works together. So you have a marketing team right there that's getting you out there. But the main thing is that to do something that's going to help take your family forward to achieve the goals and dreams that your family deserves. And they're waiting for you. They wait for you to do it. So we created JD3 TV for people just like us. And just for joining, you'll get a Bluetooth speaker worth $150, or Bluetooth headphones. We've given away 100 5-day, 4-night cruises to our members because our subscribers are members. So they win gifts and prizes and make money too. So we kind of circle it where somebody can belong to something instead of just watching something.
Hey, I love that. I love that, man. And that's very kind and generous of you, you know what I mean, as an owner and founder and creator of this, you know what I mean, to think that highly and to be able to give the people that's involved, to make them involved, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's great. And I see also, I want to share this, how you have, the host of the basic curator of the month, you know what I
Mhm.
mean, how you always, continue to acknowledge the people that on your network. That's really dope.
Oh yeah, yeah. We did documentary. We did a movie premiere at the Imagine Theater in Frankfort, Illinois, and I took 8 content creators with us, and we created reels without them knowing it, 3 minutes each, and we interviewed them in front of the big screen, and then instead of watching Tom Cruise or watching Halle Berry, they saw them. They saw their mama, their daddy, their sister, their brother. And
Yeah.
when you expand the way you see yourself, you can expand your life. You can only
Mm,
expand to the point where what you can see. Yeah, so I give them something else to take a look at to build the belief and to teach people that your mind is like a rubber band. Once you stretch it, it can never go back to the original size.
mm, that is also true.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, I love what you're doing, and you know what I mean. Again, congratulations on even thinking of that. You know what I'm saying. That's just an ultimate idea. You know what I mean. And oddly or coincidentally enough, you know what I mean. This is how I said that the show was born, was during the pandemic, because I was doing my interviews live in person, and then by us being quarantined, I was thinking like, how can I continue to do something that I love to do? And then that's when I was invited. Actually, I got to shout out my brother in Africa in Sierra Leone, resides
Mhm.
in Paris now. Mos B, he's a legendary music artist, but he was the one that invited me on his virtual platform, and by me co-hosting with him gave me the confidence like I can do this myself.
There
And
you
then
go.
I created this show um October 10 20 of 20. And
Yeah.
then I've just been keeping it going, and it's been successful for me, and it gave me that platform, and now I don't have to leave my house, and I get to reach, what I'm saying, so many people,
Yeah.
around the world.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, we also have podcasts on JD3 TV, Marketplace, all that. We need to keep your show where it's at, but also put it on our network, man. Join the family. Let's help get it out there because what I'll do is I'll show you different ways to monetize. I'm really good at teaching people how to monetize what they're good at, and they don't even know they're good at it.
Right. No, I would be extremely grateful, you know what I mean, to be part of your network and to be able to extend my reach, because I work diligently with this show, you know what I mean, and I've have some really great content of
Yeah.
some people around the world. And I want to also give my condolences to the two. people in your life that had passed during the pandemic that, like you say, that was part of the inspiration of you leading to JD3 TV. For
Yeah.
oddly and coincidentally, I also had two brothers of mine that passed during the pandemic outside of COVID related, and
Yeah.
also was inspiration to me to do my thing with my virtual.
Yeah. Honestly though, I lost 40 people that I knew during the pandemic.
Wow, that's
You know,
awful.
those two instrumental in me starting the network, but 40 people that I know, and it teaches you to appreciate your life because it's never how they one ever dies. How did they live? Never what did they gain, but what did they give? You see, I always say that these are the merits that measure the worth of every man and every woman from the time of their birth. Not what was their station, but had their heart. And how did you choose to play your God-given part? Just teach people how to win, man, because winning is fun. Winning is more fun than fun is fun. It's fun. It's fun to win. You ever play spades or bid whist ever?
Yes, yes.
When somebody's
I,
winning,
I
they
don't
got
know. I don't know Bears Swiss. I'm not gonna front to you. I'm not
but
gonna
split,
front.
right?
I heard of it. I don't know how to play.
Well, okay. If somebody runs a Boston and they know they whooping their opponent's butt, they take that card and slam it down or they slap it on their forehead because winning is fun. It's
Right.
always more fun than just fun is fun. So play to win because it's fun and everybody can win. You don't have to win all the time, but you got to know how to win because it's a habit forming.
Yeah, it's a great
Yep.
feeling.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
It-
Our
That's
event in
great.
March in Chicago, 3 days. It's going to be an ultimate masterclass to teach people what they need to know. I'm going to have I've got a gentleman named James Dixon. He has about
Okay.
over 1 million followers on YouTube. He is a he has a prosthetic leg,
Mm,
and he's never walked before he was 12. They took his leg off when he was 11, and but could never really walk from the time he was born. And he took his leg
mm,
off without even telling them. He went to sleep and woke up, and there was no leg, and he had to go
mm,
through some things because he wanted to hold on to it. Nobody wants to lose a body part, but he spends his
right.
life empowering, impacting people. And 33% of the African American community is the biggest sector of people with loss of limb that don't have the resources, and nobody tells them that why they can't get a prosthetic because if they take a wheelchair or they take the crutches, then they feel like they don't have to give it to you. So if you don't have the money to pay for it, the insurance is never going to give it to you. So he's educating people and supporting people, and he's still running. His handle is Superman is real, and he's still out there supporting people. But he's a bad man on that stage. I mean, he's a great speaker. He's funny as all get out. But the boy is empowering people and teaching people.
Mm,
And now he's charging people. People are paying him $7,000 a month just to learn how to
mm,
build out a YouTube channel and to be on his channel, and he promotes it and makes you money whatever you're doing. So he'll be there. I've got a lot of the great speakers that'll be there, friends of mine. I'll be there. I've been training speakers and communicators forever. And if you want to increase your income 50%, Warren Buffett said, learn how to become a better speaker. And if I can do it with my D average self, you can do it.
mm. I heard that. And what exact date in March?
That's going to be March 15th, 16th, and 17th.
Okay.
There's always also going to be able to access it on the Limitless website. We have a new site coming up in about 2 weeks, and that site will list all of our events throughout the year, virtual and live, that people can plug into. Because see, when we have the screen, Michael, we want to bring people into our life, man, so we can meet people because the synergy, there's no greater power than human connection. And when you have that community together, then you don't have to struggle so much about being around doubters or haters or people that don't support your vision. And you're out there all by yourself. And what do? You most likely will gravitate back to what you know, because what you live, you learn. What you learn, you practice. And what you practice, you become.
That
Change your
way.
environment. Change your environment. Change your relationships. You change your life.
Absolutely. I
Hmm.
believe that. And I've become, learning to live that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the
Now
key.
this I'm sorry, this just recently you all recently accomplished this. Can you speak about this Quantum Leap 2024 that you all
Yeah.
just conducted the last few days?
Yeah, one of my strategic partners and dear friends, Mo Rock. He owns the Los Angeles Tribune, and this paper's been out there since the 1800s. One, the third oldest newspaper in the world. And he has events periodically. Les Brown's been a friend and a brother for almost 29 years. I coached him in the past. He started off coaching me. We've been great friends. Sharon Lecter wrote, she co-authored all the Rich Dad Poor Dad books for Robert Kiyosaki. She wrote Think and Grow Rich for Women. She wrote Outwitting the Devil, one of the most iconic books for Napoleon Hill ever done. Marianne Williamson, she actually ran for president, but there were literally 100 of us speaking in a 3-day period. They always give me extra time though, but yeah. So we just had this weekend, and really teaching people in our segment. We were really talking about how do you create more money and why? Because it's not about money. Money is easy. You just have to solve a problem and fill a need. You serve people, and give them a service that they're willing to pay for, and that's it. And if you give them value, they're going to pay for it. So how do you do that? So we're really good at teaching people how to find that spot that's their spot, and how to kind of get it done, because it's kind of hard to raise a family or live your life in full expression if you're struggling and you're under a lot of pressure. So how do you got to pay the price. It's not going to happen overnight, but once you're free, you're free.
I heard that. Once you're free, you're free.
Hmm. That's it.
Now this poster right here is related to one of the programs that's on your network, correct?
Yeah, Cooking with the Prophet. Yeah, she's got a great show, man. She actually films. She loves to cook. She does these recipes, and she made her kitchen at her apartment or her home into a TV studio. So, and it doesn't cost that much, because a lot of people don't realize that if you want to have a TV show, you can do it from home. You just need the right lighting. Now, I don't recommend you use your telephone camera, even though some of the
Mhm.
cameras are great, but the sound quality is not there. But you don't have to
Right.
spend thousands of dollars on a camera anymore. Technology is there to the point where we have shows that people do right on StreamYard. You can do a show on Zoom. You build a show about what you're passionate about and let it grow like a baby. We've got Hall of Fame football players and NBA champion basketball players that have shows with us. We've got Kevin Harrington, a friend of mine. He's first shark in Shark Tank. He started the infomercial. He has shows there. We got people. We have a lady who's a dentist, and she's a business coach, and she teaches business coaching on her shows with 8 dentist offices. She's about 4 feet 8 or 9, little bitty
Mhm.
thing, but she's powerful. So we have so many different shows there, and movies and documentaries, and Michael Collier's coming in next week with comedy. Rona Bennett is with In Vogue. She's coming in next week. We brought in all the people from the old Mickey Mouse Club. They still have do concerts, and they're bringing their individual shows into JD3 in
Nice.
the month of February. So we're pretty excited, man. We got a lot of really cool stuff there. But more importantly, I teach master classes once a month live, and people can come in and learn from me or some of my friends who made billions of dollars and how to get it done. How did you start from nothing and get to become a billionaire? And I figured that one out, because if you can learn a little bit of that, surely you can get out of debt.
No, absolutely. And we speaking about money, and giving is so important.
Yeah.
Charitable events, donations. Could you speak about this event right here?
Yeah, ACDC, Third Baptist Church of Chicago, 95th and Ashland. I joined that church. I was 8 years old, and we have a Heritage Community Development Center, Destination Safe Haven. So every summer, we keep the kids safe, because the parents at work and the kids are vulnerable during the summer. And now we extended it to year round, where the kids can come and they can eat a healthy, good gourmet meal. I supply all the food for them. I supply the staffing. I supply everything for their banquets as well. And then we even have enough food for them to take home. So that's just one of the nonprofits that we serve, about 100 kids every year there. And then we have the Salvation Army kids, and we have that's Freedom School kids, where they're teaching kids pre-law and engineering and what is it, pre-law and pre-med. These kids are 6,
Oh,
7 years old, learning from medical journals. Man, they're absolutely brilliant. So we have
mhm.
our veterans and children and seniors as our jam. So we're out there just trying to give back the best we can.
Absolutely, absolutely. And and what's great about, you give, you shall receive. And you mentioned it earlier, but I wanted to save it toward the end of the interview. But you're about to receive. the presidential award for lifetime achievement. And
Mhm.
that's super awesome, man. And congratulations to you. We're very proud of you, and man, right on time, right?
Thank you, brother. Well, thank you, man. I never look for awards, man. I just try to do good work and try to, my mom's been gone 5 years. I just try to keep making her proud and making her laugh. And it's just an honor, brother. And what do? You just keep trying to do good work, and then people who will see you and and they could take your life to another level. So it's pretty cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Now, we also know of that you have inspiring to speak.
Yeah,
Inspired, I'm sorry, inspired to speak.
yeah.
What was the inspiration? Well, you kind of spoke about actually the inspiration behind that, but why the name inspired to speak?
Because see, a lot of people like to, use the tag motivational speaker, and there's nothing wrong with that. I never really focus on being a motivational speaker. I believe if you motivate people, you have to have more than that. If you motivate an idiot, you just got a motivated idiot. Your motivation pushes, but inspiration will pull you. Inspiration is
Mm,
like falling in love, where you just can't wait to call a girl. You got to wait till it gets later, so you don't call at 3 o'clock in the morning. You can say you got to. So it kind of pulls you towards your goals and dreams. What are you inspired to do? So I've been training speakers and having speaker camps for many, 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 many years. And again, I provide a platform for them to have a place to speak. But I learned how to do it in network marketing. I've been network marketing for 30 years, man. And it actually helped me retire in January of 95. It changed my life. And I didn't even want to do it. I said no 4 times. I hated it, but it blessed
mm,
me. And I've been standing in front of stages of 25,000 people in different parts of the world and been in front of over 1 million people. So I learned to speak. But then I began to teach the psychology of it. How do you speak into the nervous system of another human being? How do you speak where they can't get away? How do you speak where they will be willing to receive it by understanding how the brain works, how your voice is a soundtrack of a movie, and how to craft your message in a way and be fully self expressed and totally honest and open with it that you can impact somebody's life? And if you can learn to do that, whether you're talking to your kids, your significant other, in your job, no matter where you are, you'll find that you're going to get greater results because you've invested in your ability to communicate powerfully.
mm. Okay, okay. And when it comes to, someone who's shy to speak, but have a lot to say, what
Yeah.
would you say to them?
Well, first of all, like I said before, fear doesn't exist. If you ever have anxiety about speaking, that's because you're worried about you. How you're going to be received, how you're going to look. Is a person going to pay attention to you? How you going to feel? The first rule I teach is that it's never about you. When you're on that stage, even now, when you're on that stage, I'm on the stage, I'm not the star, I am the director. The audience is the star. I've got one job is to help somebody get their Oscar. Even here, one job. If one person is inspired that their life goes to another level, I've done my job because my job is to become a star maker.
Mm,
I'm stronger when people
okay,
around me are stronger. It's pretty simple.
yes. Feed off
Yeah.
the synergy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love it, man. I absolutely, just adore, just your journey, and how where you come from, and and how you didn't let that to stop you, or let that become an obstacle in your life, or use it as any type of excuse, but instead use it as a source of motivation and a stepping stone to do more. And that's really dynamic and man, just inspiring. Inspired to speak. I'm inspired to say more of myself now. You know what I mean?
Thank
But man, I'm just grateful, man, for your time today. I'm grateful for you sharing your story. It's been super tremendous. Um, and I want to just continue to pray for you and your family and everyone that everything continue to come to fruition for you and
you.
all your endeavors. You know what I mean? Continue to flourish and everything. The next thing that you attack and conquer, what I mean, may it, duplicate and multiply, 10 to 100 fold, what I mean, in abundance, what I
Yeah.
mean, because I said it. And man, what I mean, again, just thank you again, Mr. Dr. Baron James Dentley, the one and only, man, CEO, award winning, um, best selling author, man, you know what I mean? And the titles, it doesn't stop, man, but it started with one man, it started with a dream. it started with a young man from 69th Street. You know what I'm talking about? And
Mhm.
I love that, man. Shout out to Inglewood one more time
Oh,
for the
baby.
one time. So,
Shout
hey,
out. Shout out.
but I try not to drop the ball too much, but that's not perfect. So, if it's something else that, maybe that I missed to cover, what I mean, please, if you don't mind, could you speak about something else that you would like for some of the people to know?
I'm gonna say this real quick, and I don't want you to go over on your time, but
All
you know,
good. It's all
you're going to
good.
have challenges in life. Jim Rohn said it's not the blowing of the wind, it's the set of the sail because the wind blows on us all. That means you're going to have challenges in life, but those challenges are there really to build you, to give you a bigger story, to help you be able to bless the lives of somebody else because you never hit rock bottom, you only hit rock foundation. That's why I hate ceilings, but I love floors. When you got a foundation, you can build off that foundation. And stop saying think outside the box because in reality, there's no box. Because if
Mm.
somebody's trying to think outside the box, they just got to get outside, they stop. If there's no box, there's nothing but possibility. You can turn your life into whatever can be for you. And if you're not sure, to just start walking in a positive direction. Get around positive people and people with integrity, man. And don't be mad if things don't always go right. People aren't perfect and nobody's going to be perfect. Okay, we love to have a perfect life, but once you put a person in it, they're not perfect. So it's not going to be perfect. But it is perfect. It's in divine order. It's in divine order. Just do your best, dream really, really big, and just follow your dreams wherever they may lead. And never get distracted by less worthy deeds. Remember to shelter them and nourish them and help them to grow. Let your heart hold them down deep where dreams go. Follow your dreams, pursue them with haste. Remember and never forget that your life is too precious and it's too fleeting to waste. So be faithful and be loyal and all your days through. The dreams you choose to follow, they'll keep coming true. Don't ever stop. Plug in. It's 83tv.com, inspired to speak, always limitless. And plug into this show, man. You're doing some incredible things, Michael. So hats off to you, my friend. We're going to be praying for you, and I want to work closer with you to help you get your message of hope, inspiration, and just to show people that there is another door they can go through. And the door's open, waiting for you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, sir. I'm very gracious, what I mean, for the compliments and just the invitation, what I mean. I'm more than humble, what I mean, and just eager to, also learn more from you and to be able to, help you to lead me, down that direction with my ambition, what I mean, because I don't believe in giving up, and I'm here, what I'm saying? I'm here, so I might as well do something with it, what I'm
Amen.
talking about.
That's right. That's
Yeah, man.
right.
So that's just how I feel. But
Yes, sir.
man, again, thank you so much.
Mhm.
Toward the end of my program, what I do is because I've been so ungrateful to be able to have people from around the world. They send me shout outs, what I mean, to help promote their businesses and their platform and their brands. And and at the end, they say my name, they shout me out. And so because they took the time to do that for me, I feel like it's only right within the universe for me to give it back, you know what I mean? And I share that at the end of all my programs, you know what I mean, whether they tune in or not, because they took that time to think of me. So I'm going to continue to give it back and think of them. And so I just show love. And
Yeah.
that's how I end all my programs, So, this is a warning, but not only yourself, but for anybody watching. This is a 9-minute shout out, 8 minutes and 53 seconds. So if you ain't got the time, I'm not trying to hold nobody hostage. You hear me? Because this is the longest shout out of shout outs of shout outs. You hear me? So this is just what it is. So um, with no more hesitation, again, if you don't have the time today, I totally understand, sir. But thank you again for the interview, your
Mhm.
time, because time is money, and you prove that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to learn how to be better and making my time more money. You know what I'm talking about?
We'll,
So,
we'll figure that out, man. But I'm on a Zoom 7 minutes ago, so I can't
oh,
wait
okay.
for it anymore. But I'll
No,
plug back
no
in
problem.
and shout out next time.
Yeah, definitely. Appreciate you, sir, and salute
All
to you.
right, man. Bless you, man. Continue success.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Thank you. Enjoy your day. Peace,
Thank you.
blessings.
Bye bye.
All right, peace. Thank you again for everyone that was tuned in today, man. Man, that was awesome. That was great. And now I knew it would. I knew that'd be inspiring. But Like even when I have the pleasure of meeting and speaking to, so many important people, and this today was a business mogul. You know what I mean? I knew it was going to be powerful, but man, you just never know until you in the moment. And man, I'm so grateful and appreciative, and man, I'm just trying to soak it all in. You know what I mean? It's not going to hit me until really after this is all over. So, but let me go ahead and first I want to share a couple of flyers. Some of my people, that always there. First, I want to remind you all that this is the next interview coming up, and this is going to be this Thursday, February the 1st. So make sure you all tune in. I'll be with Miss Author Selena Turner. She is an author, and she's representing Detroit, Michigan. So shout out to Selena. Yes, yeah, and then also I want to shout out VIP. Absolutely, 107.3 VIP. Let's get it right. 107.3 VIP.com. Yeah, and then just a reminder, we if y'all didn't know, we have a new program coming to I Said It Management, and it's called Food Chronicles with Mimi and I Said It, and I can't wait for that. You know what I mean? This is gonna be really dope, and y'all don't even know what's coming until y'all see what's coming. Like it's really good. It's really good, man. That's all I can say. Man, if y'all don't know already, man, I do have hats on deck, like available for order, free shipping. So just let me know. You can email me, I said it .mc@gmail.com. And the subject line, just put in hats, shirts, sweaters, hoodies, whatever it is you need, whatever you desire. We got our store coming, you know what I mean, right here in Bloomington. But you all already know that, right? Man, if y'all don't know, every second and fourth Tuesday, we conduct From Her Point of View talk show, and that's hosted by the famous Lily, the goddess, super, super talented, beautiful young lady, and another one, beautiful young lady and very talented, Giselle. Make sure you follow both of them, Lily the goddess and Giselle, From Her Point of View talk show, every second and fourth Tuesday. Man, another great artist that you need to know is Neff Atarian, better known as Neff. And this is her new single, I Was There. Then also, let's not forget, shout out to my friend Laura Jala. She's out there in Paris. Um, I don't know if this her salon is in Paris or if it's in Sierra Leone, where she's a native of. But all I know is y'all need to check it out and follow her. And there you go. Beauty and health, so important. Shout out to my friend Mimi Acosta, who is the founder and owner of MIA Entertainment Group. You'll see her also on the shout out. Man, can't forget about my people, CB and the Boys radio show. They're actually now in 3 years. They're celebrating, man. I got to get the update flyer. That's my apologies. But yeah, they in their third year doing this great show. Comes on every Wednesday. So tomorrow night, you definitely want to catch them. That's 10 p.m. CST time. That's Central Standard Time. Tune in. Then my friend Gina Hills, the famous Gina Hills, you know what I'm saying? Capital F famous, you know what I'm talking about? And she's the host of Bumpin' 96.3 FM. Yes. And y'all definitely want to tune in to her show and her website and her actual TV show, lifeandentertainment.com. Man, I can't wait to bring this show back to y'all, man. Y'all are sleeping on Words of Silk Poetry TV show now in season 3. We did a little pilot show sometime, I think it was back in September of last year. But man, we're not done. We're gonna keep it going, and it'll be back soon. So shout out to the legendary Professor O and legendary Analog Soul Sighting, both award-winning poets. Always got to show love to the backdrop. This is what's in my background, when I be doing my shows still. It's about to change, but again, thank you to everyone that participated um on this backdrop. It'll still be seen. I'll hang this mug in my store though, really though. Um, but I'll have an additional backdrop. So if you want to be on my new backdrop with your logo, holla at me. Small investment that'll go a long way. Man, make sure you all pick up Lily the Goddess new shoes. You know what I'm saying? She got shoes for sale. She got shoes for sale. Yeah, and anytime, I know there's a lot of inspiring models out there, women that like to get into this model industry just to be seen. You might be an Instagram model, but as long as you got professional pictures, what I'm saying, you can send it to us, at modelslikeus.com. Is that right? Yeah. Models like us too at yahoo.com. My apologies. Models like us too at yahoo.com. I'm sorry, man. I got a lot of emails. Y'all gotta forgive me. Shout out to Radio Impact, my peoples out there in Cali. Much love to them. And that's hosted by the legendary DJ Green Guy and the legendary DJ King Assassin. And man, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but we do have a fashion show coming up right here in Bloomington where I'm at right now. And man, that's gonna actually be April 21st. So it's gonna be 4 to 7, and it's hosted and presented by both myself, Isaidit Management, and that girl Olivia, with our headline singer Giselle, and headline models, man, Benjamin Scott, Angie Love, Deasia Marie, man, 12 Play, um, Corsica, man, it's a lot of people. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, shout out to my homie, out there in the Bali. Man, shout out to this man, Tion Brown, man. Salute, aka International Skrilla. And man, again, thank you all for tuning in today with Baron James Dentley, aka Dr. Baron James Dentley. Make sure you all support his network, JD3 TV, and Inspired to Speak. All right, now that I'm out of breath, with no further ado, let's get into these shout outs. Make it do what it do. Blessings. And if anybody asks, I said it.
Yo, what's the word, everybody? This Wise Song, aka Jay Israel, CEO of Wise Loves to Buy LLC, and I'd like to give a huge shout out to my boy, Isaidit, the celebrity interviewer, the poet, the score table. Tap in.
What's up? It's your boy DJ Green Guy, and every time I'm riding through the hood, I'm always on the move, hustling on my grind. But I gotta give a big shout out to Isaidit, the celebrity interviewer, man. Whenever you get a chance, check out his show. I always watch it every time I get a chance. You know.
Hey guys, it's me, CB of CB and the Boys radio show. Here to shout out our good friend, celebrity interviewer Isaidit and the Isaidit Show, where voices are heard and perspectives collide. Tune in for trending topics, celebrity interviews, and thought-provoking conversations that matter. So, celebrity interviewer Isaidit and the Isaidit Show.
Top of the day, what's happening? You got official meal man here, man. I'm the official representative of Dude Nim 1 INC, and I'd like to give a shout out to Isaidit TV. He got a new show coming up. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. We've been rocking for a long time, man. You dig? So, go to Instagram at Dude Nim 1 for the company website. And, man, show some love, man. Look, you dig what I'm saying? I'm catching up. And on that note, come in, he's a food now.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lily the Goddess. I want to give a shout out to celebrity interviewer Isaidit. Shout out to Isaidit Management. And don't forget to follow your girl, Lily the Goddess, on all social media platforms. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell so you can get notifications anytime I upload new content.
This Monster Yo, director, actor, artist, author, CEO of Monster Yo Music ENT. Co-CEO of Classic ENT, shout out to LBC Face. Co-owner of Can of Muscle, shout out to my business partner, Can of Muscle Russell. And shout out to celebrity interviewer Isaidit. Yeah, I said it.
Hey, you guys, what's up? I'm your girl, Cinnamon, the owner and the founder of Sinful South. Yes, Sinful South. I make small, handcrafted barbecue sauce made just for you. Yes, so look for me on all social media platforms. Instagram, Facebook, and sometimes TikTok and YouTube too. And while you're at it, look for my boy Isaidit. Yes, Isaidit. Isaidit, the celebrity interviewer. Look for him on all social media platforms. All right, holla. Have a great day.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mimi Acosta of MIA Entertainment Group. I just want to take this opportunity to give a huge shout out and send all my love to celebrity interviewer Isaidit Management. I just want you to know, my brother, that I am so proud of you in everything that you do. I am right there standing with you, one step at a time. One love and God bless.
This your girl Kia, a Netcast News 219 actress. Make sure you check me out on Tubi with background extras. I'm on some other shows, so make sure you check me out. Again, that's background extras. And shout out to my boy. I said it. 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 Peace.
Yo, it's your boy, Robert Kane. What's up? Hey, man, it's Robert Kane at RobertKaneENT.com. Y'all check me out. And do me a favor. Check out my homie, celebrity interviewer. I said it. Yo, he got a show part 4. It's finna go down. That's 4 or quattro. But like we said in the hood, part 4. Hey, man, it's your boy, Robert Kane. Kane Gang. We in the building. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? What's up? It's Miss Red, CEO and owner of Get You a Red Phoenix Rising. Y'all already know what it is. I want to send a shout out to the celebrity interviewer. I said it, the show for free promo. Make sure y'all tune in now because it's only up from here.
Miss Mills and Hills coming to you. Miss Crystal Wiley, straight out of ATL. You can catch me on Mills and Hills 83. Or your favorite delivery girl 83 on Instagram. And also you can check me out on Facebook, Mills and Hills 83. And also I want to give a personal shout out to Isaidit Management because you're the dopest.
I want to shout out to Isaidit. Thank you so much for the promo. This is Vita from Vita Talks and also Vita Talks Present Car Chronicles. I'm also on Underground Hitters and Intellectual Radio every Wednesday with Born Rich. And I'm also on 106.3 every Sunday at 11:30 to 12:30 with First Lady China and Born Rich. Catch me on those days. Thank you so much again. I said it.
Hey everyone, it's Lisa E., radio personality, super producer, and manager of R&B singer Shaun White. And you're listening to Celebrity Interviewer Isaidit the show. Make sure you tell all your friends and family to tune in. Have a great one.
Yo, what's up? It's R&B singer Shaun White. My new album, Kisses, out now, available on all digital platforms. Make sure you tune in to the homie, Celebrity Interviewer Isaidit the show. Let's get it, baby.
Hi, I'm Gina Hills of Life and Entertainment, and I am on Isaidit TV. Make sure you guys like and subscribe.
It's the originator Jazzo, y'all. Make this real quick, man. Shout out to Isaidit Management. Doing it big.
Hey everybody, this is Yannicka the violinist, and I'm here to give a big shout out to the amazing celebrity interviewer Isaidit because he said it.
What up, y'all? This is your girl Charlie Kane here, and I'm the owner of Fabulicious Candle Boutique. I'm also an upcoming artist. You can check me out at Fabulicious Candle Boutique on Facebook and Instagram, or Charlie Kane on Facebook and Instagram. But before I leave, I have to give a special shout out to the #1 celebrity interviewer. I said it. You doing your big one, baby. Peace.
Yo, what's the word? It's Deacon Gore, FTF, Forever Travel Fly, 50-50, face to face of nothing at all. You said it, they said it, we said it, but it don't even matter unless it's the celebrity interviewer. I said it.
Hello, everyone. This is Queen Bee of Voice. I just want to give a shout out to Isaidit Management for allowing me to come on his platform to connect with some beautiful women. And you can reach me on IG as Queen Bee of Voice. And my business is Mommy and Me Custom Made LCC. And with that being said, have a blessed day.
Yeah, I said it, all right?
I support I said it, the boy. I support I said it, the boy. I support it, I said the boy. I support it.
Hey everybody, it's Jazzy No Nonsense, the poet, right here at WHPR TV 33 on demand, right here in Highland Park, Michigan. Giving a shout out to my man, I said it, management celebrity interviewer. Y'all make sure y'all tap in to both of us, baby. Peace out.
What's up, family? It's your girl, the singing diva, aka Amanya Amario, international recording artist. When I want to be interviewed and I want the best interview possible, I check out Celebrity Interviewer, I Said It. Now, don't you forget now, Celebrity Interviewer, I Said It. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Peace.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Dean Motor Photography, giving a big shout out to my main man, Celebrity Interviewer, I Said It, the poet. The show sponsored by the famous Chicago Bridge magazine. God bless you. Keep
What's up, guys? It's your girl Giselle, singer, songwriter, and all-around creator. You can follow me everywhere at Jizzy Worldwide. That's Gizzy Worldwide. And of course, I'm rocking with Celebrity Interviewer, I Said It.
The Celebrity Interviewer, I said it, and I approve this message.